So since I was travelling in New Zealand, I set myself a few goals. One of them was to see how many consecutive days I could swim in a row. And another was to enter in a 400 metre swimming race. What could possibly go wrong?
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change.
Here he goes, Harold Holt, swim time. Get amongst it. So I was fortunate enough to have one session with Rowan Taylor, the head swimming coach for Victoria and Tasmania. So Rowan Taylor told me to do a couple of things. One was to keep my head down, looking vertically right down the bottom of the pool. Second thing he said was to rotate my hips a lot further so I get more leverage in my stroke. And then finally, he suggested I've got to keep my right arm a bit straighter than what I'm doing at the moment. I'm sort of pulling my right arm across my chest.
The two things I identified were get those hips to be a little bit more engaged earlier in the catch. So looking at you being rotating a little earlier, rotating there, say, rather than there. And also the other thing we looked at was your eyes. We wanted to see you looking straight down. Luke, we're looking at your 6 kick change. So this is that 6 kick change or 4 kicks. So really what we're trying to do is get you on your side in a stable position so you feel like where you're holding your body in a good line.
So I've been doing a bit of travel over the last few weeks, and one of the things that I try and do when I'm doing a bit of travelling is to keep up the exercise. So I'm just turning up now to the Adelaide Aquatic Centre.
I was thinking about the band, I was thinking about the fans. We were underground, loading merch.
Well, it turned out to be a cracking day here in Adelaide. Just had a swim at their aquatic centre.
Thinking about the fans. We were underground, loading merch in that 12-passenger van in a small club in Minnesota, and the snow outside of First Ave. I just wanted my name in a star. Now look at where we at, still growing up, still growing up. I would lay in my bed and dream about what I'd become. Couldn't wait to get older, couldn't wait to be some. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days.
The Brisbane Centenary Pool. Just had a swim here on a Friday morning. Nice session. See if we can see the pool. There we go. Early morning swim at Harold Holt. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning.
All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret.
The pool at the Alice Springs. Pretty nice out here.
Are you filming yet?
I think that's actually Dave in there. You probably can't see him. Andrew Boy Charlton Pool. Is this the best pool in Australia?
'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change.
So I reckon I'm about 28 days consecutive swimming in a row. Could be my last day actually, but what a way to finish it. Isn't this pool amazing? Here in Sydney. I've only ever done one 400 metre race. It didn't end too well for me. I was in lane 8 up against a bunch of teenagers, and as I was standing on the blocks ready to go, I could only think of one thing, and that was, please, when I dive in, I hope my goggles don't fall off. It turns out I dived in okay, goggles stayed on, and finished last in the race. A little bit embarrassing.
You'll miss the magic of the good old.
At the local pool in Broome here, I'm now day number, I think about 34, but swum consecutively anyway for 30 of the 34 days. And I've got my competition in a couple of weeks now, so heading out, getting to the pointy end.
Wish I didn't think I had the answers. Wish I didn't drink all of that blast first. Wish I made it to homecoming. Got up the courage to ask her. Wish I would've gotten out of my show. Wish I put the bottle back on that shelf. Wish I wouldn't have worried about what other people thought and felt comfortable with.
Back in Melbourne, Harold Holt Pool today. Cool change, feels like it's coming in as well. It's 24 degrees anyway. Well, a good session, about 3k I think it did in the end. I was certainly wrong about the weather. The sun came out, it's been an absolutely cracking day now. 7 more days to go to the race. Anyway, cheers.
We just begun.
Well, the big race is today. It's been 50 days since day 1 in Wellington. And over those 50 days, I've swum on 45 of them. I've swum 99,000 metres. So what's a mere 400 metres to go? And in those 5 days where I didn't swim, I think on 2 of them I had water polo matches. So I had a day off, and then the other days I was sort of recovering from the water polo matches, and I think one I was in transit. And by the way, I think if you look hard enough, you might see my daughter trying to catch me in the background. Is that you, Amy?
Wish I made it to homecoming. Got up the courage to ask her. Wish I would have gotten out of my show. Wish I put the bottle back on that shelf. Wish I
Beating me. So the pre-race stats. I'm seeded 6th overall with a time of 5 minutes 40, and the number 1 seeds got a time of 4 minutes 40. So don't think I'm going to be troubling that guy. But as our captain said, it's all about how you do versus your own PB. So here goes. Wish me good luck. Just arrived at Aqua Nation for the event with my 2 biggest fans. Hey girls, how are you?
Go Daddy! Go Dada!
Alright, here we are, getting ready to go. Got the cap, the goggles on.
We're at Aqua Nation right now. Yes, heat 1 400 meter race. Luke Radigan is in heat 2.
Wish I put the bottle back on that shelf. Wish I wouldn't have worried about what other people thought. I felt comfortable with myself. Rooftop open. And the stars above. Frozen sneaking.
This is heat 2 of event 1, the 400 metres freestyle in the water. We have Ben Williamson and Young Morgan. Welcome. Jay Humphrey from California.
Hi Daddy!
It was better than it was. Maybe these are the moments. Maybe I've been missing what it's about. Been scared of the future, thinking about the past, while missing out on now. We've come so far. I guess I'm proud. And I ain't worried about the wrinkles where my smile. I got some scars. I've been around. I felt some pain, I've seen some things, but I'm here now. Those good old days.
You don't know what you got till it goes, till it's gone. You don't know what you got till it goes, till it's gone. Always somebody would have told me that someday these will be the good old days. All the love you forget, and all these reckless.
5:21. At 5:21. Oh, knackered.
It took forever. Let me show you. Let me show you some videos. How do you feel after that race?
Oh, I'm tired. Wrecked.
Think you're ever gonna do a race like that again? Can you do that?
Yeah, November. We'll do it. Ah.
It's nights you regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change.
Hi!
Post-swim treat, isn't it, sweetie? What do we got here? Carrot cake and chocolate salty
The
donut.
magic of these good old